For 40 years he came at the same time every day, a single red rose in his hand, a small note in his pocket. Cemetery groundskeepers knew him as the faithful husband, until the day he died and they saw what he left by her grave, revealing a 40-year secret that made everyone cry. Welcome to the Frontline Voices. Before we begin this touching story, tell us in the comments which city you're watching from today, and if you believe stories like this need to be heard, hit that subscribe button. For 40 years he came at the same time every day, a single red rose in his hand, a small note in his pocket. Cemetery groundskeepers knew him as the faithful husband, until the day he died and they saw what he left by her grave, revealing a 40-year secret that made everyone cry. Everyone at Rosewood Cemetery knew Harold Mason. 84 years old, every morning at 7:30 he'd enter through the gate and walk straight to grave number 47 in Section C. He always carried the same thing, a single red rose. Cemetery groundskeeper Tom Williams first saw Harold in 1983. Tom was 25 then. Harold was 44, a young widower who'd lost his wife to cancer, coming every day to talk with her. Normal, Tom had thought. Grief is like that. It'll pass with time. But it didn't pass. Years flowed by. Tom married, had children. His hair turned gray. Harold kept coming. Every day, same time, same rose. In the early years, Harold was young and strong. He'd walk straight to the grave, place the rose, sit quietly for 10 minutes. Then he'd pull a small piece of paper from his pocket and leave it by the headstone. Tom was curious about those notes, but Harold was so careful. None ever blew away in the wind or got soaked in rain. Each time he'd come in the morning, take the previous day's note and leave a new one. In the 1990s, Harold's walk slowed down. In the 2000s, he started using a cane. In the 2010s, arthritis made it difficult. But he never, not once, missed a day. Tom respected him. This man lived real love, he'd tell his wife Barbara. 40 years of the same devotion. Other cemetery workers loved Harold too. Groundskeeper Mike, flower vendor Linda, cleaning staff Rosa. They all knew him, showed him respect. "Good morning, Harold," they'd say. Harold would politely nod in greeting. He wasn't talkative, but he was kind. When the pandemic started in 2020 and the cemetery closed, everyone wondered what Harold would do. But he came anyway. Waited at the gate. Tom took pity on him, gave him special permission. "Thank you, Tom," Harold said. This was the longest sentence Tom had ever heard from him. In 2022, Harold was 83. He was getting very tired but kept coming. Sometimes Mike would drive him. Sometimes Linda would help him. "Harold, why do you come every day?" Mike had asked one day. Harold had smiled. "I promised her." "What promise?" "That I'd come every day." Mike had nodded. Such love was rarely seen. In January 2023, Harold looked sick. He was having trouble breathing, getting more tired, but he still came. "Go to the doctor," Tom had said. "Tomorrow," Harold had said. "Let me finish today first." February 15th, 2023, Wednesday. Harold didn't come. Tom was worried. For the first time in 40 years, Harold hadn't come. He called the hospital, asked neighbors. Harold had died at home, in his bed, in his sleep. Tom was very sad. Harold wasn't just a cemetery customer, he was a friend. Friday was Harold's funeral. Surprisingly, many people came. Neighbors, former colleagues, even people he'd never met. He was a very good man, an elderly woman told Tom. Harold never remarried after Eleanor. He only loved Eleanor. Eleanor. His wife's name was Eleanor. After the funeral, Tom decided to visit Harold's grave. Finally, he could see those mysterious notes. Harold's grave was next to Eleanor's. 2 headstones side by side, simple but elegant. Eleanor Mason, 1939 to 1983. Beloved wife. Harold Mason, 1939 to 2023. Beloved husband. Tom looked at Eleanor's grave. There was a small note there. Harold's final note. He bent down, picked it up. On the old yellowed paper it read, "My Eleanor, this is my last note. For 40 years I wrote to you every day. Today I'm coming to be with you. No more notes needed. I love you. Harold." Tom's eyes filled with tears, but this was just the beginning. While cleaning Harold's house, the family found a large box. Inside were thousands of small notes, all written to Eleanor. The family brought the box to Tom. "Harold always talked about you. You were his friend." Tom started reading the notes. "Eleanor, it's snowing today. You loved snow. I miss you. Eleanor, the birds return today. Spring is coming. You loved spring. Eleanor, I retired today. Now I can spend more time with you. Eleanor, the doctor gave good news today. I'll live longer, more time with you. Eleanor, our grandchild was born today. I wish you could see her. She looks so much like you." For 40 years, Harold had written to Eleanor every day. He'd shared his daily life, his feelings, his longing. Tom read the final notes. "Eleanor, I'm old now. I'll be with you soon. Eleanor, I'm very tired today, but I'll keep coming. Eleanor, the doctor gave bad news. My heart is tired, but don't worry. Eleanor, maybe I can't come tomorrow, but I haven't forgotten you. I never will." Tom was crying. This wasn't just grief. This was a 40-year love story. There was more. At the bottom of the box were old photographs. Harold and Eleanor, young and happy. Wedding photos, honeymoon pictures, daily moments. On the back of one photo was writing, "Promise to Eleanor, I will come every day. Until I die." Harold, 1983. Tom understood now. Harold wasn't just grieving, he was keeping his promise. Mike, Linda, and Rosa also read the notes. They all cried. "This is real love," Linda said, "like in the books." Tom decided to donate the notes to the cemetery museum. "People should see," he said. "They should know such love exists." The museum named the exhibit 40 Years, 40,000 Notes, Endless Love. On opening day, hundreds of people came. Elderly couples, young people, families. Everyone read Harold's notes. A young man approached Tom. "Is this real?" he asked. "Yes," Tom said. "I witnessed it with my own eyes for 40 years. How is it possible?" Tom smiled. "Real love is like that. Even death can't stop it." The exhibit stayed open for months. People kept coming. Some shared their own love stories. Some cried. Some found hope. An elderly woman told Tom, "My husband died 2 years ago. I go to his grave every day, but I'm not as strong as Harold." "You don't need to be strong," Tom said. "You just need to love." Harold's story appeared in newspapers. TV news covered it. People from around the world started coming to Rosewood Cemetery. Eleanor's grave became a sea of flowers. Visitors left notes, flowers, lit candles. But one of the most beautiful moments Tom witnessed was this. A young couple knelt before the grave, making promises to each other. "We'll be like Harold and Eleanor too," they said. Tom understood that Harold's legacy wasn't just the notes. He had taught how love should be lived. Every morning, Tom looked at Eleanor's grave. Harold was gone now, but his story lived on. 40 years of devotion, 40 years of love, 40 years of promise. And Tom knew that some loves never end. They just change form, give hope to others, live forever. Harold Mason had kept his word. He had come every day, and now, together with Eleanor, he was by her side forever. Did this story touch you? Have you experienced devoted love like Harold's in your life? Share in the comments, And if you believe stories like this need to be heard, don't forget to follow the Frontline Voices.